qualification. You see what it is. I knew somebody that he was with a chick, and before she wanted to go out, she picked a fight. And she picked a fight right before she wanted to go out. And people how cold-blooded this gives the whole scenario on women. She'll pick a fight before she goes out. And then he'd be trying to text her, you know, to stay in contact with her. She cut her phone off. Right? Can't talk to her. If she go have her fun, and she turn it back on. I wasn't doing that, you know, whatever.
I went to my relatives' house.
I got tired of hearing you. I was over with such and such. Right?
With my cousins.
But when he wanted to go out, guess what she did? She pick a fight and blow his phone up to ruin his whole mind to where he don't want to go out and have no fun. Now he at the house and she's still blowing him up at the house. He didn't think to cut the fucking phone off and still go. But I don't even feel like going no more. This is the object.
That's a plague of the mind right there, man. Fuck.
You know, but that would be the plague. I'm gonna fuck his mind up where he can't go have a good time.
Whosoever shall please the Lord shall escape from him.
Her heart is snares and nets, and hands is her bands. You know, so that when I realized I might be in this, you know, might be kind of like that. When I realized that was the case, it's time to go. The truth came right on time. You know, so this thing is a freer of all those captives that the society has set up. And who enabled all these strongholds to be built around us? He let the women's lib movement run. He let women be what New York just was it this week? New York just approved that it's not illegal for adultery anymore.
It's no longer a crime. Yeah.
It's no longer, and it was already like a class 2. It wasn't even that strong. You get a couple months in jail or something.
Yes.
You know, or nothing. For that, you got put to death in the ancient world. You know? And they just threw it out. But they can't stop it anyway. The society's fully hell-bent on...
It's lawless.
Yeah, it's lawless.
It's just lawless, man.
And you just made me think of the scripture when you said that because the law is slack and judgment never go forth.
Habakkuk 1.
Yeah, I did a video on it. I was trying to remember that scripture. I couldn't remember.
That's the problem. If, you know, adultery and women being promiscuous, if that was, the judgment went out, these women would be in order. Everybody would be in order. These men, these women, because we know the judgment for adultery is death. And it was and the judgment was made public. It wasn't like, okay, someone got put to death and we didn't know about it. Like, no, everybody knew that this woman or this man got put to death because of committing adultery. You know?
1 Timothy 5:20. Them that sin rebuke before all, that others also may fear.
You gotta do that before all.
Hit the one in Proverbs 30 and 20. Because that's the mentality of women today. Because there's no proof.
Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth. Matter of fact, can I get the NLT?
You got it.
Proverbs
Now
30.
imagine if they had Sharia law here
Right.
in Babylon.
Right. And no
How much adultery would happen then?
Man. And no abortions.
Right.
These be the best women in the planet. America would have the cream of the crop of women if they had them two laws, you know, and then public judgments.
They be thinking to themselves, is getting that penis over there, is that worth me getting stoned? 200 boulders coming towards you.
That first few years will be rocking.
Yeah.
No pun intended, but the first few years will be. Woo.
And you got a bunch of Ray Rices in the crowd.
Right.
You got Donovan McNabbs and
Yeah, I was saying some quarterbacks and
Some pictures, bro.
Tom Brady type of energy. Hurling them stones at your ass.
So the daddy got
That's a slow, painful death.
the daddy got to cast the first stone, and the husband got to cast the second stone.
Yep.
The daddy got to finish the blow.
Just imagine it.
You said you had the NLT.
Oh, this is a GNT.
I'm in the GNT.
Proverbs 30 and 20. This is how an unfaithful wife acts. She commits adultery, takes a bath and says, "But I haven't done anything wrong."
Hey, how many? Takes it back.
Man.
How many
I'm
videos?
gonna go and clean. I'm gonna go and clean the stench off.
They not even taking baths
Trying to
no
get
more.
rid of the smell, so I can, you know,
Yeah,
act
take
like
a shot.
nothing happened.
How many?
But, hey, you would definitely be able to know.
Women talking that shit. Women talking that shit. He little dude, he know he eating my side dude.
Yeah, that shit, bro.
Damn, he licking the side dude inside me. And, like shit that. And you think the Heavenly Father ain't gonna pay you back for this stuff?
Right. They'll brag about how they were with the side dude
Yep.
earlier in the day, and then later at night, the man went down on them type shit.
Even that,
Yeah, baby, you moist tonight. Not knowing that it's my
that's
side
like-
dude.
She was like, I let this dude cream pie and all that. Then I came home and my husband, he ate it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I seen it.
That's a
I
true
seen a
account.
bitch that she stepped out the house
Yeah.
while this nigga was in the shower
Yep.
and went and
In the car.
got popped in the car, came back in the house.
Oh no, she said she had ordered some food.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be a different one though.
Yeah.
That's when she went to grab it.
Oh, that was the one you sent with him. It was like some African Jake women. I think somebody sent it.
That was a different one.
The fact that we have
Yeah, it's this many, yeah.
one account that this is, there's so many. I don't think any of them talking about the same one. That's the fucked up part. This is common.
This is a common thing.
Yeah.
That's why this place got to get wiped out, man. Got to get burnt up.
Fucking people too.
Yeah.
So these people gotta burn. These people gotta suffer. You know.
And the original death penalty for whores back in the ancient world, but like besides the stoning, was to burn them.
Yep.
They got burnt. You know.
That's
It wasn't like it was burnt. They got burnt in front of everybody too. It wasn't like it was like a bonfire. You know. Wicked ass women.
Did y'all see the LA Victorville camp yesterday? Bro, you know when you hear Jake recount something, you hear from our perspective, and it seems funny now. You talking about? I think they were talking because I was half listening to it. Well, not half, but I was listening to it. And I think they were talking about that one soldier that poured the gas on him and lit himself.
Oh yeah.
Bro, he was screaming.
Palestine.
He was screaming, and then he just stopped screaming. There was so much pain. You could tell. And it was like, damn, we just gotta let him burn now. If we stop it now, it's gonna end up being worse for him. We need to let him finish the job. But they was, brothers was laughing. And it became almost comedic. But it make you think about it.
It remind me of those people that be catching on fire in the Teslas.
Yeah.
And they can't get out, man. They be screaming, and like you said, the screams. I'm screaming
And I
over.
know you know this answer. What does fire do to oxygen?
Oh, it eats it.
It eats it.
Yeah.
So you can't breathe.
Yeah.
So all that screaming and shit is gone. And going back to what we was talking about earlier with the fire,
Exactly.
jumping the fire, woo.
Especially if you inhale smoke through. That just takes any little breath you had in you out.
Yeah.
Inhaling the smoke.
I watched that
Smoke,
video that they were talking
inhalation.
about, and I was like, the first time, like I tried to watch it one good time, that one with the soldier lit himself and just, like, at what point did you not realize this was a bad idea? You know what I mean? Like, when it, like, at that point, it ain't even really got you yet. You just, oh shit, that's hot. And when you start being completely engulfed, you can see it, like,
So you think of that example, and think about going back to the brother's point at the beginning, the chariot fire,
exactly.
the missile fire.
Exactly.
You know, that shit is like you burn, like say you burn your hand on the stove or something, like the iron or something. You like I burned my hand on, remember last week?
Yeah.
I burned my hand on the motherfucking instant. I was like, God dang, it.
Yeah.
So imagine being burnt and you can't just shake it off.
This is what these people are gonna get judged for,
Right.
with fire. Cause they were doing a lot of this shit, and the water was trying to flush them up, wash them up, and they went right back to it, and now they're even far worse. So this time, this is gonna be unforgettable. And they even went into a lot of Jake don't like to swim
Oh, yeah.
because it probably steals the trauma in their spirit. Imagine what fire gonna be like in the kingdom of heaven with those that got hit by fire. They ain't ever gonna make these mistakes ever again.
The Lord gonna make the example out of Babylon.
Right.
It's gonna put the biggest fear you could possibly have on the planet Earth after the Lord make this place an example.
Right?
I mean, there's scriptures in Revelation where it refers to America as the great whore, the mother of harlots.
Yep.
That's why that is the perfect judgment for this place is to burn it. In the ancient world, they burn whores, so why not burn the mother of harlots?
Yep.
I think the Lord gonna make that scene like a motion picture.
Man,
Like based on true events that you can watch it in the kingdom.
Yeah.
5K.
For all eternity, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a high holy day, man.
We gonna watch that on the high holy day, right?
Yep.
That sounds good to me.
hey, a lot of these deliverances became high holy days. The Exodus out of Egypt,
Passover. Passat.
Purim,
Yeah, Purim, Feast of Purim.
Purim, you know,
I was just
He even
thinking.
commemorated
Hanukkah.
Yeah, Feast of Dedication.
Hanukkah. You about to say
No, I was just thinking the intensity of fire. Like this brother's pops was a firefighter, and I'm pretty sure he's fought fires where there's been whole buildings, and the heat that comes off. Like say this apartment structure. Oh, I mean this building across the street caught on fire. We would feel the heat. We would feel the heat would be so hot we couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
So how much more?
Yeah, you feel that?
You feel that?
Right. How much more? Say a city. Say Vegas. This is a city was on fire. Motherfuckers in California could feel the heat. Like we smell the smoke from wildfires.
Yeah.
So how much a whole fucking country
Yeah.
Hey,
on fire?
Hey, you remember that movie Backdraft?
Yeah.
I went to Universal Studios
Yeah.
and it had that little
The ride.
Yeah, Backdraft,
Yeah.
the ride. Bro, it was so fucking hot in there. I still remember like the fucking how intense heat it was, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Why is this up and running, man? It's just hot as fuck, man. Like I can feel like I'm about to boil up and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like that fire is.
Yeah, man.
It's intense. It's you know you can't. It's so hot you can't bear it. You can't. Like I said, this building was on fire. We couldn't stand here.
It's like fire is a perfect judgment,
Yeah.
bro.
Hell yeah.
It's a perfect judgment.
Yep.
Fire is a spirit of vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just devours. That's all it knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Consumes.
Yeah, consume.
Consumes. You know. And at the end of the day, it purifies. You know. They gonna. Hey,
A new heaven and a new earth is gonna come behind that fire.
They're gonna get purified one way or another.
Oh.
You're gonna come in and you're gonna get purified through Yahweh Shai and chariots, or you're gonna get purified here in Babylon. You know, through that fire.
Well, how do we get purified?
We purified through the
I
baptism.
was just gonna say, how do we purify through the baptism? Which is by what? We pass through the fire too, right?
Yes.
We pass through the fire too.
Fire
Fire
is
is adversity.
Jacob's
Right?
trouble.
Yeah.
Our temptation.
Furnace of adversity. There you go.
Isaiah the 4th chapter, after it talks about the 7 women taking hold of one man, it talks about the spirit of burning.
Yep.
It talks about the daughters of Zion. I think it's like around the third verse.
Isaiah 4 and 3. And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy. Even every one that is written among the living in Jerusalem. When the Lord Yahweh shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning.
Yeah.
You're gonna go through the fire one way or the other. You're either gonna go through this fire or you're gonna go through that other fire.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go through the fire either way. You know? These people, these people, the 2/3, along with E, they need that other fire though. They definitely need it. Our people are filthy, man. I don't know who's more vile between Esau and these niggas. Shit that goes on in Hollywood and all that shit gotta get cleansed out. Hey, Diddy, that's just a
Tip of the iceberg.
That's come on now all of a sudden they're going after Jay-Z now. We know all these niggas in position was doing some heinous shit. But they learned that from somewhere. You know? This whole place is just vile, man. That's why it says that in Nahum the 3rd chapter. It says, I will make thee a gazing stock among all the nations. When he lift up the skirts and show the nations and kingdoms your shame, he said that he's gonna he's gonna make it vile and a gazing stock. You know, something that you just look at and you just get disgusted with it. You know, you're just a disgrace, man. You're filthy. You're vile, man. You know, that's how the nations look at America, man. With all this perverseness, orgies with little kids and shit, drinking blood and shit. You know, child abuse, men with men, women with women. I saw 2 badass females at the gym the other day, man. I was like, this place gotta go. Like that shit made me mad. I'm like, I was like the other one that looked like she was supposed to be the dude. She even looked good. I was like, come on, man.
Too wasted.
In a righteous society, man, I would have rushed both of them. You know? I muscle the one who thinks she the dude in front of the other one.
You ain't got a chance, you better not run. And it was sad, a lot of I'm not gonna say it. You know I'm probably gonna go.
Keep it salty.
I'm not gonna say it.
This place gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
GMS guys.
Yeah.
Right. Them GMS guys. Put that in the clip. Put that in the archive.
They do a whole 2 hours.
Yeah.
Someone like a man.
Which will probably still want to be a woman.
Yeah, they don't want to be forced.
Right.
See?
Nah.
Can't say shit.
Can't
Can't say shit. You know? But sometimes I be in their spirit. They want to be put in their proper place. They want to feel like a woman. They never really, they don't know the difference of how it feels to be a woman. Because society's all upside down. You know, they didn't grow up with all this masculine energy. You know, think about a teenage girl that grew up with her mama. She probably became the man at some point in the house. To have to do the man duties, take the trash out. You know, go walk the dog, go mow the lawn and shit. You know, there's no man around to do it. The mom ain't gonna do it, but she can pump her to do it. Yeah. So she grew up with all this masculine energy. So what you think she gonna end up being? Yeah. Or she gotta meet a man that won't.
All it's gonna take is for 2 Peter 3.
Yep.
Let's end off on that note. Somebody give me 2 Peter 3. This is why we hasten the coming of the day of the Lord. We see two chicks that look good, but they together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're protected.
Yeah.
Start at 10.
2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Which we was going into that earlier. It's going to be on that same day.
Go.
It's going to be all kind of fire that day. Go ahead.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Yep.
Seeing then,
including all this filth.
yeah.
All this abominable wickedness going on, man. All that shit is going to get smoked.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yep. This shit is all going to be dissolved, clean dissolved, man. So everything can go back to its natural way, the way the Lord intended it, man. You know? Shit is just too out of order. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Man, that's all we waiting on, man. That's why this fire is definitely necessary. You know, it's gonna do the
Bright as
job.
shit.
You know?
It's bright as hell.
So yeah, man. With that, we're gonna close. We'll give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
The ones to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone. Peace, blessings, and citation to the elect. We'll say shalom.